got into Pokemon.
Okay.
Like back in
VGC or TCG?
VGC.
Okay.
So well, just Pokemon in general. Like I just never really did it. So like now I feel smart knowing like, oh, I know what U-turn means. Yeah, I know that reference. You know, like let's jump into this final set. Grand finals, best 3 of 5. Get up for these guys. Got ApolloKage and Dark Wizzy facing off against Peabnut and lolyoshi. Now you're gonna notice there's a little bit of the letter L next to the team on the left. No, that's not because they're holding the L. I mean, they are technically holding an L. They did lose a set, so that means they have to win 2 sets in order to take home the tournament. So not only do they have to win 3 games, they have to win a total of 6.
Just got to make sure everybody in the audience knows how bracket resets work. And I guess AK is going to be finding out how the blast zone works because he takes a quick trip there, only about 30 seconds into this first game. And that does not bode well for this red team's chances.
Right, especially after that last set where AK was a champion at surviving.
Gonna have to deal with those stealth missiles too, and that was a big killer in lolyoshi and Peabnut set against Speckles and Didi earlier. They're gonna be able to fire back and take that first stock away from lolyoshi. And Wizzy looking like maybe the tank for the red team this time around. He's still only down at 61% playing that, you know, the dodge tank strat at the moment.
Again, we're seeing potential back air here trying to catch out. That was fantastic gameplay coming out from Peabnut. You saw him baiting out those air dodges with the back air. Falls back, waits out for the second air dodge, and catches him with the checkmate's up tilt.
And if there's one thing that Peabnut knows how to do, it's beat Snake.
Yeah.
Peabnut has been the Snake Slayer for the longest time, that anytime I see any Snake even go like game 5 with him, it is a massive achievement for them. This matchup just not good for the character, and so I think lolyoshi and Peabnut definitely recognizing that are like, lolyoshi's like, let me distract Wizzy, and then you can go beat the heck out of AK.
And that's exactly what's happening, and it's working incredibly well. 3 stocks right now here on red team at a slight deficit, still within their own possibility. They can manage to take off 2 more stocks from the opponents, but everyone's just kind of like trading hits currently. Wizzy's got Peabnut up in the air, but not for long. They managed to get back down onto the ground, but AK still seems to be like that prime target.
And I think recognizing that he's the one who dropped the stock early, he just immediately became public enemy #1 for the blue team. They want him gone, and they want him to have to steal a stock from Wizzy in order to survive this set. F-tilt from lolyoshi going to send Wizzy deep off stage, and now they're just playing the ledge trapping game. They're just rotating between the two. And an up smash from Wizzy, though, going to come up huge for them and bring lolyoshi down to 1 stock.
Okay, Mega Man here.
Oh, no. Oh, no. A quick little sweep off from lolyoshi brings us to the 2v1, thanks to some effort, great effort from the blue team. Wizzy's got it all to do.
I mean, this is a tough spot for Wizzy, right? Like, he's got to play mad aggressive. He's got to be able to try to find some early kill, but in the process, almost falls off. Once the grab, opts to not go for it, goes for the down tilt instead. Just try to, like, do a little bit of a hit poke. Puts the missile right back onto his opponent. Wizzy's doing a pretty good job here of just trying to fight these back and forth, but that's a grab, and that's going to be an up tilt.
Well, it's a sour spot up tilt, though, and I still don't even think it would have killed even if it hit the sweet spot, but Wizzy's got to be so careful with getting grabbed by either character because it's either an F smash, an up smash, or an up tilt in his future, and it's an up smash as the Crystal Ball's prediction comes to pass.
There is nothing that catches me more off guard than the range on Meat Gunner's up smash. Did you see how far he pulled him in?
That thing is what Samus players wish their up smash was, because not only does it yoink them in from above as like great anti-air, it scoops from so far away.
There's some Haagen-Dazs ice cream I've ever seen in one, man. He literally pulls him all the way in, and like Samus's are just like on the ground in the fetal position crying, wishing they had that up smash. We're gonna jump into this next set. We got a color swap, by the way. We're going over to the yellow team.
Their jab doesn't even connect into itself, let alone their up smash.
Steve?
That is Steve. ApolloKage does have a very good Steve, and funnily enough, a fun fact for you and all the people at home watching, the Dreamhack Atlanta 2022 champion, ApolloKage, won Grand Finals with Steve. So maybe just going back to his roots of one of the last big tournaments that he was able to become the champion of, here in the doubles Grand Final.
Hey, you know, that's a timeline to be in. You never know. I wonder if they opt to go for the red team because of the C4 placement, because it blinks red, so it's harder to see. That's smart if so.
I love seeing like the Peabnut's also a big one for those kinds of things, just like the tiny grime optimizations.
Yeah.
Because it's always so funny the things these players think of, like obviously like Game & Watch is playing the black Game & Watch on FD is one of the most famous ones, but
like
there's a lot of
blue
them.
on Battlefield. All right,
Camouflage.
Wizzy stock's already gone here. 5 stocks for Team Yellow.
Do you know that Game & Watch has no natural predators? That's why his camouflage is...
Really? No, I actually didn't know that.
In the wild, nothing eats Game & Watch.
You saw that on Natural Geographic, or?
Yeah, we can see a Game & Watch populating his natural habitat.
There's literally no Game & Watch on this.
There's no Game & Watch here.
Like they have some good camouflage.
Yeah, that's how good it is. There's a third player for both teams. Looks like the yellow team could definitely use that third player right now, though, as Peab and Wizzy, or sorry, Peab and lolyoshi doing a really good job of just stuffing out this character swap.
Definitely working out in their favor. Wizzy already at 87 here. It is tied in stocks, and right now, if you look at the numbers, ApolloKage is kind of carrying a little bit with that 21 damage on the second.
Peabnut also, like, personally very proficient in the Steve matchup, did win a Game 10 Grand Final over DD at the regional Keep It Real 2 weeks ago, so you're definitely not going to catch him out with any matchup cheese.
Poor Wizzy, even when Steve is his teamate, he still dies to minecart. He
Wizzy
still dies to minecart.
He might be dying to a Mega Man down air here in just a second. Neutral B from Meat Gunner going to pop him up.
Okay, gonna double jump above that. Hoping to try to go a little bit higher. We just go in there and dash attack instead. That's gonna be a fair trade because you got rid of Peabnut. Dark Wizzy gets called out by the missile, spawns right back in by taking a stock from AK, and now it is 2-3. AK's gotta hold on to this.
Wow, the auto parry coming up huge, and everything's getting parried. Wizzy able to drop shield at the perfect time and then turn around with an F smash to close out that lolyoshi stock. We got one apiece, but one of these stocks is significantly more damage than any of the others, and I'll let you take a wild guess at who might be dying first.
Yeah, it's the one with 3 digits. Well, actually, I mean, ApolloKage does have a wall in front of him, and there's a platform above him. Like, he could easily just kind of play house. He could just let Dark Wizzy fiend for himself, you know?
Ooh. The grenade blowing up right in his face, but it's still not enough to KO him. AK holding on.
Oh, we are digging again. Another forward smash coming out through the platforms, connects it on AK, and now Dark Wizzy gets called out by yet another up tilt. Peabnut and lolyoshi on tournament point.
Beautifully played by the blue team in that game number 2. They are now on tournament point, trying to close this all out just like Austin said. And the switch up to Steve, I think, did not work out too well for the red team, or the red become yellow team. We'll see if they swap it back to the Snake, or if they maybe even try something else new.
I mean, I respect the swap over to Steve, like you were saying, like the fighting against Mega Man with Snake, and especially with him losing all of his stocks so fast, I would not be shocked if he sticks with the Steve, and that's exactly what's going to happen. So you got Dark Wizzy with the construction fit. Gotta get that Mario Maker.
That's the Dark Wizzy hat. Has had that Mario Maker hat on for a very long time.
Yeah.
Kind of his signature, just like the straw hat is for AK. Now swapping the skins around to match.
You're gonna try to match these points here. We got Dark Wizzy back off stage while AK just digs for mats. Manages to get back on there. I like that. There was potentially an opportunity for them to 2v1 Wizzy off stage and get that kill, but I think they didn't want AK to get those mats.
Yeah, they're very cautious of AK being able to build up the diamonds, but it's happened anyway, and they still get that stock off Wizzy. Now AK builds a massive dirt wall right in front of the ledge, but you know what? Both players, I was going to say, able to get back up safely until AK just throws out a Jake smash and closes the stock.
There's one thing I've noticed from watching both AK and DD play Steve in doubles, and I think it has something to do with this character's kind of selfish in doubles, right? Like he doesn't want to catch any of that smoke. He wants to go back, dig for his materials, and let his teammate do all the work.
It's the exact same thing we saw in the set previous with DD, where he was like, all right, Spickles, have fun over there. I'm going to build the mines.
Yeah, and then when he builds the mines, then he can do the 1v2.
Exactly. Didn't work out for DD in the last set, and it's not really working out for AK in this set. They have a very slight lead in terms of stocks, but it's a tenuous one at best. Got to be very careful that AK or Wizzy don't drop these stocks here.
Wow, they literally put them in the Thunderdome there. You saw that. They put up like a wall of just iron, so they had to fight there on the left side of the stage. You are not losing disadvantage right now. Okay, planting something here on Wizzy.
That wall is in a very annoying spot for the blue team because no matter which way, they have to make sure that they send out, and both of them are facing in, but I don't know how that stealth missile hit.
Yeah, it literally, there's like the smallest little hole. The frame perfect.
Another one coming AK's way, but he just continues to construct these walls. The anvil, the down smash, everything working against lolyoshi. Might be dropped in the stock very soon. Wizzy though, oh, and AK goes down. Everybody's down. Wizzy, last man standing.
Yeah, everyone just exploded in that situation. Now Team Yellow actually finds himself with a first-time lead in this set. 3 stocks to 2, and it happens to be on AK Steve, which is like the last character you want to have those stocks.
Been holding on to this lead for a while. It's been growing less and less tenuous as time goes on, but it's not over till it's done. Quick little auto parry to get around all of the explosions at once. Oh. That jump nair, doing a great job from lolyoshi at stuffing out AK's minecarts. Got a little bit of iron left and some gold, so it'll definitely be powered minecart, but that's a restock, and all of a sudden the tanking from AK is going to be put to the test.
Yeah, Wizzy took that immediately. We wanted to do the 2v2. He did not want AK to do that 2v1 situation with Steve.
And we're not DD. Sorry, man.
Yeah. But that's okay, because right now they still have technically a percentage lead. As both blue players off stage there, there's a prime opportunity for them to push that advantage.
Oh, quick little up smash. Not quite going to close out lolyoshi's stock, but AK is swinging. He wants this done, and he wants it done soon. The Crash Bomber on Wizzy going to be passed over to Peabnut, but nobody acted there.
Oh my god, he went so deep to get that kill against Me Gunner, and now Peabnut has to do the 1v2 against Wizzy or AK. This might be tough. It's possible, but I don't know, man.
And AK is just building up those materials for a potential 1v1. Should it come to pass, that might be a mistake. No, it's definitely not going to be, as AK and Dark Wizzy combine to put themselves on the board for the first time in this grand finals, and maybe not the last.
Yeah, I mean, this is a tough situation, right? You got to win 2 now without dropping a single game, and you've lost stage advantage. Now for the rest of this set, before the reset, if it comes to that pass, the other team, Peabnut and lolyoshi, get to pick all the stages. They decide where we're going.
A lot to play against, especially going into another best of 5 right after the fact. We're going to run it back to PS2 for this 4th game. We will see if Wizzy and AK have it within them for this full reverse 3-0. It would have to be all the way, and especially against a Mega Man and a Me Gunner. Not the team that I would want to be facing off against in this situation, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Well, here we go, PS2. See how this is going to be able to go. One thing I've been noticing a lot from AK, Steve, is that he be building walls, bro. Like, just like in the middle of the stage, just to force, like, hey, you have to interact with this.
Like, he builds them as, like, the same way that he places Snake Grenade. They're insurance.
Yeah.
Very, very good at doing that. Wizzy's the one who's taken the most heavy damage so far throughout this first game, and lolyoshi executing on a great shield trap. Every single time you get caught with that grenaded shield, you know that Me Gunner's going to be sprinting at you, looking for the grab, and he's done so much damage with it already, but instead, the first stock goes the way of the yellow team. A quick little back air from AK going to do it all.
Peabnut already doing a fantastic job trying to get that stock, but evasive maneuvers coming out from AK's up B. He manages to glide right back onto the stage. Forward smash coming out, gets called out by Peabnut. It's going to be 2 stocks going down both teams. Here we go, 3 stocks still here on AK. 93 is going to be digging for mats while we got Wizzy over there in the scrap. 1v2 on the left side.
Peabnut been trying to find these edge guards on both Wizzy and AK, but not really found much success.
Oh my
All right,
God, Wizzy!
Double dribble. Keep it going. See what we can find. Wizzy's able to get back up on stage, but immediately knocked right back down. Peabnut has to try and go rescue his teammate and is unsuccessful in doing so. So while they were busy beating up on Wizzy, AK was plotting
Something disastrous here. 101 damage, 86 here on Wizzy. Both their stocks are still like 5-3, but those stocks are bleeding right now. This could easily be evened up.
Looking like a game 5 here, Austin, and I would not have it any other way. But Wizzy and AK can't get ahead of themselves. They still have to close out this game.
Yes.
So
the back throw, tries to get the follow-up. AK not going to be able to get it, but that's okay. We get the second swing instead. Putting out the wall, just walling them out of dodge. It could have been an opportunity for them to go for a 2v1 against Peabnut in that situation. While they just kind of wait for them to recover, but that's okay. Wizzy stock's going to go down. That was almost an opportunity. You saw that back air from Peabnut trying to take it from AK. Since he is at triple digits, you got to get rid of that steep stock. And there it is.
Does so he shall. Wizzy trying real hard to get back into the action there, but AK just too deep in, can't save him. And well, okay, Wizzy still making a lot work. Gets an F smash there to take down Peabnut. Now lolyoshi on the verge of leaving Peabnut all on his lonesome. He's not careful with how he plays this 108% stock.
Yeah, looking like history almost repeating itself here, right? I feel like we saw this situation in the previous game. 2 stocks to 3. Steve looking very healthy for ApolloKage. Look at those mats, man. My man's got iron.
Got a lot of stone in the pocket too, which means a lot of walls going to be coming through for AK. Oh, this might be it, and indeed it will be. That's the stock, and the end of the game. I was about to say the end of the game for lolyoshi, but that's just the end of the game in general as an F smash catches Peabnut, making his way back up.
Game 5. Again, they have to win one more game to get that bracket reset. Will they be able to pull this off? Or are Peabnut and lolyoshi going to be able to shut this down? They might have to bring up something new to the table because right now they seem to be struggle busing against this Steve.
That's the question they're going to have to answer here shortly. I don't know if that new thing to bring to the table, it might be a new stage. It could even be a character counter pick. Both of these guys, I think, pretty fierce character loyalists. We'll just have to see, because right now, all of the momentum, the loser's bracket momentum, the reverse 3-0 momentum, all of it is on the side of Dark Wizzy and ApolloKage.
Lots riding on the line here for this counter pick, right? If you lose this game and you allow the other team to go for a bracket reset, you know, a lot of the times the team that gets the bracket reset ends up winning the tournament. Like, it's pretty common. They carry the momentum and they win it. So trying to deny them the bracket reset would be, like, paramount for them. PS2?
They're still thinking about it. They're very heavily debating which stage they want to go to.
That is where they were last time.
That's where they've lost the last 2 games in a row on, though, I do jump to point out. But whether it's confidence or stubbornness, one way or the other, we're running it back to PS2 potentially one more time, or taking us to a reset.
We'll see how that cookie crumbles here. Game number 5.
Let's get it started, Austin. And already a wall built up from ApolloKage as Wizzy gets eviscerated by the tag team.
The thing is, I feel like Wizzy is comfortable when he's surrounded in a 2v1, right? Like it feels like he's taking a lot of damage.
But he knows he won't, well, you know what? I was literally in the process of saying he knows he won't die for a little bit. And poor Wizzy.
That is a fantastic start for Team Blue. That's the type of thing you want to see happen for them if you want them to win this tournament.
That's the type of thing that will prevent a bracket reset. They've still got a lot more work to do. And AK's been so good at tanking stocks throughout this entire set. So taking that first one away from Wizzy, it's only the beginning off stage.
Here we go, trying to get them up airs, potentially catching them off stage. Wizzy back here on the left side. I like that minecart to help him out, and he capitalizes on the minecart, but then gets called out himself. Spike for a kill. 3 stocks, just like that, they're dropping like flies.
AK follows none too long after, and this is looking so good for the blue team. What a great capitalization by Peabnut, recognizing, all right, lolyoshi's stock is a loss, but their loss is still our gain, no matter what.
Wizzy not going to be able to get that kill just yet, but he put on tons of damage against Peabnut with that little aerial combo up there to up B. Tries to get the grab. Peabnut still holding on for dear life here with 3 stocks.
Lolyoshi was deep off stage, but he's able to make his way back, takes the Odyssey, and returns home to Ithaca. Peabnut trying to do the same thing, and actually gets a little helping hand from lolyoshi, and a dare from Peabnut. Once again, 2 stocks taken by that same move. This is looking like it might be curtains for the yellow team. 2 to 5, make that 1-5.
Oh my god, just like that. They bring us to a PS2, 5 stocks to 1. Wizzy, you gotta pull out something. Like, you gotta make that deal with the devil right now or something, because this is like an impossible match.
Before this game started, I was asking you, Austin, I was like, is it hubris or is it confidence for them to pick PS2 despite losing 2 straight games on it? I think it has to have been confidence, because lolyoshi and Peabnut are looking amazing, and they're looking like the champions of Dreamhack doubles.
It's not over till it's over. Wizzy now at 3 digits, 100 damage, every projectile under the sun coming his way.
You know what, lolyoshi can do this for the next 10 years. He does not, young kid, doesn't have school, think he's done for the semester. We're gonna be here for a while.
Just mash and B at that angle. Like, if it works, it works. Catches him with that down smash, and that's gonna be it. Peabnut and lolyoshi, your Dreamhack 2023 Smash Ultimate Doubles champions.
Great.